Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over. First and 10.
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quick strike complete. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They're trying to get to him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Well, I guess they call it a free safety for a reason. He was free to do a little ad-libbing there.
And most of the time, you have that guy in the middle of the field kind of reading the quarterback's eyes, playing the quarterback. You could tell he was dialed into the quarterback, saw him, saw he was taking off, went to him, got him on the ground.
Still on his feet at the 45. Off he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he got loose, it was all over. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. Here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. To the air, it's Sellers. Got it set up on the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pocket starts to collapse. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Keeps it himself and gets to first. There he goes to the right. The 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, he just makes it look so fun to play quarterback. Like, he's playing his own little game. He just scrambles around, takes off. Nobody can catch him all the way to the house for 6.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he capped things off with an 84-yard thrilling race to the end zone. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Going to try to get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
Going up top on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one to get you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Trying to get to him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game. They're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Complete to the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Handoff from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the move at the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw right down the middle. And that pass intercepted. Got some room to run. The 40. Inside the 30. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. UCLA found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Rose Bowl. Bruins fans will enjoy this one for at least 1 week. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's going for it all. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. On the ground, it's Patterson. Shakes off the tackler.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because it makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the right. Finds a man by himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Sellers. He's got the tight end. Still running at the 40. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Discards a man. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive routes.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the field goal unit.
24 on the field goal.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
South Carolina, 14. Kentucky, 7.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Coming after it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Handoff to the lone back. And Shore tackling there to keep them from getting to the first down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Running it back, it's Jacob. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After misfiring, it's second down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Wildcats! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Yeah, and these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right. doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense...
Nothing but green ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
On the option. Got the first down and more. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Here comes the option. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his tight end. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Give to Brown. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dude. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. He puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. There he goes down the right side. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky! The defense takes matters into their own hands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
South Carolina, 20.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These guys just took a punch. Now we'll see if they can deliver one, Jesse.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a dogfight here in the second half all of a sudden.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Kentucky 28, South Carolina 20.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He leaves it with his back. It's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Using his legs, it's Patterson. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Got some room into the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. At the 45 on his way. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. From the red zone, looking for a space. Using the quick game. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll try to snap it quickly. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Got his man quickly. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now on the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And this is a no-brainer. It's 4th down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. Got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Western Kentucky has put on a majestic performance today, jumping out to an early lead and building on it from there. And now we have ourselves a blowout. They're up by 17 over the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip, because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big.
Gets away from one, finds room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, no big surprise here in the 4th quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
The option look. The pitch. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point splits the uprights and the lead balloons to 15. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
Take over 1st and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the...
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always